Right now, a single U.S. warship is preparing for something urgent. This ship is not moving by routine orders. Its status has quietly changed to high alert. That change means something serious is happening. The ship is called USS Iwo Jima. What it carries is not being talked about openly. What it can do is rarely explained in public. The location where it is operating is politically sensitive. Tensions there have been rising day by day. Military planners are watching every hour closely. Inside the ship, Marines are not relaxing. They are training, waiting, and preparing for short notice orders. No one on board knows exactly when action could begin. In such missions, warnings come late. Sometimes they do not come at all. This video explains why USS Iwo Jima is on high alert. It explains what kind of operation this points to, and it explains why this ship matters right now. Stay till the end, because the full picture only becomes clear step by step. In the year 2000, a massive warship entered the U.S. Navy. That ship was named USS Iwo Jima. It belongs to the Wasp-class of assault ships. This class was built to do many jobs at once. USS Iwo Jima is not just one type of ship. It is a carrier, a troop ship, and a command center. This design makes it a mobile military base. The ship can move fast across the open ocean. It can strike targets far away from the coast. It does not depend on ports or airfields. That freedom gives it huge power. The ship is about 844 feet long. It weighs nearly 40,500 tons when ready for battle. Its flight deck supports helicopters and advanced aircraft. Below the deck, a special space fills with seawater. From there, assault vehicles launch directly into action. But size alone is not the real threat. The danger comes from how everything works together. Air, land, and sea power operate at the same time. This integration makes the ship extremely flexible. That is why its presence changes any situation. But steel cannot fight alone. The real strength comes from the people on board. So who lives inside this ship when it goes on high alert? USS Iwo Jima is not just steel and engines. It functions as a floating military city. When fully deployed, more than 3,000 people live on board. Over 2,000 of them are U.S. Marines. More than 1,000 are Navy crew and flight teams. These people are not passengers or observers. They form a single combat-ready force. Life on board follows a strict military routine. Training drills can start at any hour. Combat readiness never switches off. Inside the ship, Marines live in multi-level barracks. Medical teams operate full treatment bays. Command centers track missions through satellites and sensors. Workshops repair weapons, vehicles, and aircraft parts. Power systems generate electricity and fresh water. Climate control keeps the ship operational in any region. This setup allows months of independent operation. Nothing on board is designed for comfort first. Everything exists to support combat missions. Marines eat, train, and sleep inside this system. When alert status rises, the city does not panic. It activates with practiced discipline. But people alone are not the full threat. The real impact comes from what launches next. The flight deck of USS Iwo Jima changes how this ship fights. It does not use long runways like big carriers. Instead, it launches aircraft that rise straight up. This design fits fast and flexible amphibious missions. Here, the ship shifts from transport to strike platform. At night, the deck becomes a combat zone. Stealth jets lift vertically and move into dark skies. They leave without long takeoff runs or noise warnings. Tiltrotor aircraft follow with Marines on board. They fly farther and faster than normal helicopters. Attack helicopters stay close to support ground troops. This mix creates controlled and constant pressure. The ship operates modern stealth-capable aircraft. These jets can strike targets while avoiding detection. Transport aircraft move Marines deep inland in one flight. Heavy helicopters lift vehicles, guns, and supplies. Every launch supports Marines already on the ground. This air wing is built for combined action. Air and ground work together from the same deck. This is not simple airlift support. It is coordinated combat power from the sea, but air power is only half the picture. Another threat waits below the flight deck, and that hidden system changes how Marines reach the shore. Below the flight deck, the ship hides its most powerful feature. This space is called the well deck. It allows the ship to open its rear gate. Seawater floods inside on command. From here, Marines launch assaults directly from the ship. This system defines USS Iwo Jima as an LHD. The ship is not just moving troops, it is delivering armor, vehicles, and firepower. Inside the well deck, engines start roaring. Large hovercraft rise on air cushions. They move fast across water and rough terrain. These craft do not need roads or ports. Each one can carry heavy military vehicles. Tanks, armored carriers, and rocket systems move together. The ship can launch multiple craft at once. This allows fast and unexpected landings. The assault begins far from the shoreline. Enemies do not see the launch coming. This method gives Marines speed and surprise. It also gives commanders flexible options. Air power hits from above. Armor lands from the sea. All at once, pressure builds on the target. Coordination is what makes this work. So how does one ship control all of this in real time? The mission of USS Iwo Jima goes beyond attacks. This ship also acts as a command center. When alert rises, it becomes the brain of the operation. From here, entire forces are directed at once. Inside the ship, command rooms stay active non-stop. Large screens show live satellite and drone feeds. Maps update with troop movement and enemy positions. Officers track air missions and sea operations together. Every decision is adjusted in real time. This system links ships, aircraft, and ground forces. Information flows through secure military networks. Target data is shared across all services. USS Iwo Jima often leads an amphibious ready group. Other ships follow its commands and timelines. The communication systems use encrypted and satellite links. These links work across thousands of miles. But command is not just about control. It is about staying active under attack. If other centers fail, this ship can take over. That backup role makes it vital in emergencies. Firepower and control now sit on one platform. But skill matters more than systems. So how are crews trained to perform under maximum pressure? Training aboard USS Iwo Jima never stops. This ship is not run like a normal base. Every day is treated as preparation for crisis. Crews train for missions that may start without warning. Marines rehearse landings, insertions, and urban combat. Sailors drill for fires, flooding, and system failures. At night, exercises become harder and louder. Helicopters launch in darkness and rough seas. Landing craft move while waves hit at full force. Marines operate with limited light and heavy gear. This pressure is intentional and constant. The goal is simple: remove panic from action. Large exercises combine ships, aircraft, and ground units. Live fire tests, weapons, timing, and coordination. Damage control teams practice saving the ship under attack. Sleep loss is part of the training plan. Stress drills test decision-making when tired. Communication blackouts are practiced on purpose. These drills force crews to adapt fast. When alert levels rise, no one asks what to do. They already know the next step. This readiness exists for one reason: because this ship deploys where mistakes cannot happen. And that leads to where USS Iwo Jima is operating now. Right now, USS Iwo Jima is operating in contested waters. These waters are where major powers test each other. This deployment is not symbolic or routine. It places a ready force within immediate reach. High alert means the ship is fully prepared. Marines on board live in standby mode. Equipment stays staged and secured. Aircraft remain fueled and armed. Sleep is light and disciplined. Movement can begin at short notice. This presence sends a clear signal. The signal is about capability, not words. From the sea, the ship can project force. It does not need land bases or permissions. That independence changes regional calculations. Adversaries must assume real options exist. Allies see a reliable backstop. High alert also means flexibility. The ship can shift from deterrence to response. Evacuation, support, or relief remain possible. This readiness is deliberate and constant. Nothing here is accidental or casual. The posture is firm and measured. And when readiness turns to action, it happens fast. The next phase is execution, by design and timing. When the order arrives, the ship changes immediately. USS Iwo Jima shifts from readiness to action. Every system moves from standby to full use. Every person goes to a pre-assigned role. This moment is why all training exists. There is no delay and no confusion. On the flight deck, crews move with speed. Aircraft are prepared for launch. Marines secure weapons and equipment. Below deck, the well deck begins to flood. Landing craft power up and align. This sequence is practiced and timed. Air and sea operations start together. Helicopters lift off with specialist teams. Tiltrotor aircraft move Marines deep inland. Assault craft carry vehicles toward the shore. Above, aircraft provide protection and support. Targets are handled before resistance forms. These actions can begin within hours. Operations continue day and night. Crews rotate to maintain tempo. Supplies move from ship to shore. The ship supports missions for weeks, but this force is never alone. Other ships secure the surrounding waters. Subsurface and air assets extend the reach. USS Iwo Jima becomes the spearhead. What follows is controlled and deliberate. This is how modern operations unfold. But one question remains unresolved. Can this ship endure modern threats, or does size create risk? In modern warfare, large warships are often called easy targets. Critics argue missiles, drones, and satellites make them too visible. That claim sounds simple, but misses the full reality. USS Iwo Jima does not fight alone. It operates inside a layered defense system. Destroyers and cruisers surrounded at all times. Their radar scans the sky and sea constantly. Missile defense systems track and intercept incoming threats. Electronic warfare disrupts enemy sensors and targeting. This makes accurate attacks much harder. The ship itself carries close-range defensive weapons. These systems exist for threats that break through layers. But protection is not only about weapons. Distance is one of the strongest defenses. USS Iwo Jima launches missions over the horizon. Enemies never see the ship when action begins. Aircraft and landing craft cross the final distance instead. That keeps the ship away from direct fire. Survivability also comes from movement. The ship does not stay in one place. Its position changes based on threat levels. But defense is only half the reason this ship matters. Strategic value is the real issue. No other platform combines these abilities together. It carries Marines, aircraft, vehicles, and command staff. It sustains operations for weeks without ports. It responds without asking any government. That independence gives leaders real options. Losing this ship would remove an entire capability. That risk forces adversaries to think twice. This is why the ship remains relevant. This is why it still shapes strategy. And this is why its presence always raises stakes. When USS Iwo Jima goes on high alert, the message is direct. Power is already in place, and it is ready to act. The truth is simple and clear. USS Iwo Jima is not just a warship. It is a moving decision tool. When this ship goes on high alert, it sends a message. That message says, action can happen without warning. No land base is required. No permission is requested. No delay is needed. This ship carries full combat power. That power can be used fast or slowly. It can increase or pause based on orders. This flexibility is the real strength. The ship's power is not only about fighting, it is also about preventing conflict. Its presence forces others to rethink actions. Allies feel protected. Opponents feel pressure. Leaders gain options beyond war or silence. That is modern sea power. In 1945, Iwo Jima meant endurance. Marines fought forward without retreat. Today, the meaning has changed. The sacrifice became readiness. The courage became discipline. The charge became planning. The name stayed the same. The method evolved with technology. The standard never dropped. When Marines on board receive the execute order, they do not hesitate. They act based on training. They move based on procedure. They trust the system around them. That system exists because of years of preparation. This proves amphibious warfare is not outdated. It has adapted to modern threats. It has become faster and harder to stop. High alert is not drama. High alert is silent readiness. Emergency operation is not chaos. Emergency operation is controlled action. This documentary showed what this ship really is. Not just steel, but a full war system. It combines command control and air power. It launches Marines from the sea directly. It sustains operations without outside help. When alert rises, this is not posturing. It is preparation for real execution. Missions can range from rescue to combat. The crew trains for all of it daily. That readiness is why this ship still matters. Now the question belongs to you. Are amphibious ships still relevant today, or has technology made them too exposed? Can ships like this survive future conflicts, or should navies change their strategy? Your opinion matters in this discussion. Write your thoughts in the comments below. Share what you think about modern warfare. If this breakdown helped you understand more, subscribe for more clear and fact-based documentaries. Because these ships are not history yet, they are shaping what happens next.